are back, and today we are going to be making another snake. Now, I've become really fond of making snakes, and I figured, well, why not make another one? So today we're going to make another snake, as I've already said, but this one is going to be fall themed. Now, I've already have some light orange here, and I got this color by mixing some white and some bright orange, and it came to this very pastel orange or light orange color. And we're going to use this as the body of our snake, and then we will add some green, we will add maybe something else that's orange, and we'll see how that goes. I've never made this kind of snake before, but I had this idea and I thought, well, why not? So let's get started. So first, I have my orange is round into a ball, as you can tell, and I'm just going to roll this out so it's a long, like, noodle. Now, once I have my length that I want, I'm just going to roll out an end that I want for my snake tail. And I just roll it until it gets smaller, and then I fix up the rest of the body. Now, this is going to be the head, so of course it's going to be round, but I'm going to kind of pinch it a bit so it almost has the point, but not as point as this. So here is our body of our snake. Now I am going to get this animal print, I don't know what this is called, but you use it for like chocolate when you're baking. So we're gonna go with this, and I thought this would be really cool to do for the skin of my snake. So I'm just gonna get it, and you can do this if you have, or buy it, or you can just paint on your scales. So I'm just gonna take it and I'm gonna roll it over and over and over again, and this is what I have for my snake. If you can see the little detail, then I'm just going to take the rest of the body of the snake and do the same thing. Now I am kind of pressing in at certain points just to get a little more detail. And the more you press, the more the detail will come. So this is what my snake looks like. The body is done, so we don't need that. It's like a stencil. We don't need the stencil. And now I'm just going to shape my snake. Now I want my snake to have a big enough curl, so we're gonna try and do that. But I also don't want my snake to be too small. Alright, that looks good. Let's see, he's kind of wobbling a bit, so we'll go on and fix that. That looks better. Much better. Alright, then I'm going to get the tail of my snake and kind of wrap it around. And we're gonna say that like the snake is kind of like guarding something, because I do want to stick an item inside our snake. So we're just gonna have it like that. Then I am going to add some holes and a mouth. So I always start with the mouth first, just because I don't want to mess it up when it's complete. Now I use my pointer tool to make the mouth. Alright, then I'm going to pinch it a bit. And then I'm going to add little holes. For its nose, and then I'm going to get my dot tool and I'm going to add eyes. Now if you can see, I have a mouth, some nose holes, and the eyes. And you can see the decoration, the stencil on the outside for our snake. Alright, so I'm going to bake our snake. And then we will come back and we'll add our decoration that we will make. Alright guys, our snake is in the oven right now, and we are going to make a pumpkin that he will be guarding inside his little nest, you can call it. So I have my green here, and I have some orange. We will also be using the green to make some leaves that I think I want to put around the snake. So first we're going to start off with our pumpkin. I am just going to grab some orange. We don't need a very big pumpkin because our snake itself is not very big. So I'm going to round it into a ball. And once I get this perfect ball shape, I just like to squish the sides of the pumpkin. I go in with this pointer tool and I use this edge right here. I do not use the point, and I just go from one end to the other, and I do this consistently all the way around my pumpkin. Then I take the bottom of my pointer tool and I just kind of push it down. So we have our pumpkin. I use the point part of this tool and just kind of bring it in. I use the flat side of this tool, and I also bring it in a little more. Just like that, and we have our pumpkin. Now I'm going to add a leaf to our pumpkin by grabbing a piece of clay and just pinching it off on the side and kind of rounding it out in the front. Then I'm going to take the point part of my tool and just kind of drag it along the center like so. Then I'm going to add the marks of the leaf by dragging the tool just like that. So we have our leaf, and now we are going to add it to our pumpkin. Alright, there you go. Simple, cute pumpkin. Now I am going to bake our pumpkin so he is nice and ready, and then we are going to put him with our snake. Alright, so I've just thought of an idea before I bake him. I wanted to do a face on the pumpkin, and more like his expression is like, oh my god, I'm being captive by this snake. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pointer tool, my dot tool, I'm sorry, and I'm going to make some eyes. And I want very wide eyes. Yes, I know Halloween is over, but this is so cute and so easy to make, and I just fell in love with this idea. So we're going to stick with it. And then easy, I'm going to use the big dot tool part and just go in with the mouth. Alright, there we have it. Our pumpkin is done. He's got his expression on his face. He is about to go in the oven, and then we will put him and his snake together. And yeah. Alright, we're going to set him aside and finish our decorating for our snake. Alright, so we have some green here, and I'm just going to take a bit off because I don't need this much, and I don't even think I need this much, but I'm just going to pick off relatively pieces that I think will fit on my snake. I'm going to round them into a ball. And I'm just taking off as many as I can. And as many as I want my snake to have. Now my snake isn't that big, so I don't need very big leaves. But I thought this was going to be super cute and super simple. My snake will probably look like its prisoner that it's holding inside of him. Alright, I think that's good. Now we are just going to grab one and I'm going to pinch it. I am going to add the design on the inside to make it look like a leaf. Just like so. Then I'm going to bake them in the oven. Alright, I am just making this faster and quicker, and I am just flattening all my circles. And then I'm going to add a line. To each of them. And our last leaf is done. Alright, this is what they look like. Super cute and adorable. We're going to add these onto our snake after we bake them. So we will be right back. Alright guys, so our clay came out of the oven. This is what they look like. We have our leaves, our snake, and our pumpkin. So our leaves are fully baked and ready for use. And then our pumpkin, look at how adorable he is. And he's got his leaf on top of his head. So cute. Literally so freaking cute. Fastest pumpkin I've ever made in my life. And then we have our snake. I love, if you guys can tell, his scales on the outside just look so amazing. I love it. Alright, now we are going to glue all of our items together. I am just going to gather up all my leaves. Alright, I think I'm going to start with gluing my leaves on first. And then we will add our pumpkin. So I'm using my and we're just going to add little tiny dots all over. Right, just like that. He looks super good. I am very impressed with how he turned out. I don't think I would have it any other way. Alright, I'm going to add a leaf to his tail. going to add one more leaf. And I'm going to add one leaf to the side of his head. Alright, this is what he looks like. All of his leaves on top of him. He came out really good. Alright, next we are going to add our pumpkin. Not quite sure how to get him in. Right, I'm just going to turn it a little until I'm satisfied with the way that he looks. I think that's pretty good. I'm going to fix his tail. Just hold it in place for a couple seconds. Let the glue get sturdy. All right, there he goes. And we have our snake protective over his pumpkin, and then the pumpkin is like, oh my gosh. I think it turned out really great. Super unique. Definitely one of my favorites. Definitely. Alright, thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you guys all enjoyed. This was one of my favorites. And I will see you guys in my next video. Please leave a like, subscribe, and a comment down below. And thank you for watching.